answer to people who say, writing's easy. Pick up a pen, right? My pen bleeds. Sometimes it drips, sometimes it dribbles. Occasionally it flows. My father once told me that money was his blood, and that he happily sweated blood every day for us, his family. And it has taken far too many years, but I understand his sacrifice now. And I honor him through all my efforts for those that I care about. I sweat blood when I pick up my pen. I trade pieces of my soul in payment to a harsh world as he did before me. My pen sweats, it throbs, it aches. Sometimes it laughs, sometimes it smiles, occasionally it spits. It lies when it has to and reports truths when it needs to. It screams in silent agony for the voiceless. It tells my story, their story, our story. My pen bleeds blue.
Wow.
I'm beginning to think I have you all fooled. I think I can write poetry. Actually, I'm not a poet at all. I write stories. So I'm going to read you a short story. The title of this story is Fear 1, Just Us 0. Don't you dare open that window, Manny, cried out my wife from the room next door, kitchen, where she was finishing up the dinner dishes. But Esther, I heard a scream. Call the police. That's their job. But, don't be a hero. I'm scared. And don't tell the police your name. She's right, I thought, opening the curtains from the side a little bit. You know she's right. Manny, if you open that door and go downstairs, I'm leaving you in the morning. That's what she said as she came into the living room. I began to step away from the window and the darkened courtyard below. But then I noticed something moving in the corner where there was no light. Then I saw what it was. It was a woman on the ground trying to crawl away from someone behind her, hidden in the darkness. He was pulling on her with both hands, pulling on her bag, her large shoulder bag, trying to pull her back into the dark where they couldn't be seen. Get the hell off her! I yelled. I'm calling the police. Manny, get away from the window, please. He might have a gun. I grabbed the baseball bat hidden in the closet by the front door and started running down the steps from the third floor, taking two at a time. Behind me, I heard a door slam and feet running down the steps. My fourth floor neighbor, Pedro, appeared a floor above me with a wild look in his face and a butcher knife in his hand. As we ran into the courtyard, I could feel the electricity from the bulbs of 1,000 apartments flipping on and lighting up every corner of the building's courtyard. In the distance, I heard the yowling of a police car's siren, hooting its closing arrival. The animal who attacked the woman was gone. As Pedro and I lifted the woman to her feet, I could see that she was young, but her face was so bloody and bruised from the vicious blows that the thief had inflicted in his attempt to steal her. I couldn't see anything else. Stunned by the vicious bloody wounds, I stared at her. I could not help but say, Miss, why didn't you just let him take the bag? Everything in it could be replaced. What's in it that's so important that it's worth your life? Pedro held the young woman up steadily, and she turned to reach back into her bag. Her hand came out with a small, expensively wrapped jewelry box. Lifting it slowly towards me, she smiled and whispered through her cracked and bloody lips, "Happy birthday, Daddy. I wanted to surprise you."